Hi everybody. Thanks for coming to the Creative Drama Final Share Back. I'm Mona. I'm one of the teaching artists for the class, and that is Allie. She's also a teaching artist. We both are parents here at Green Lake. Allie has a kindergartner and a preschooler. I have a second grader and a kindergartner as well. So we're really excited that we got to teach this creative drama class. Before we start, we just wanted to give you some background about what we covered so far. We've had 10 classes with your kids, and the first 5 of the classes were really focused on just drama games and teaching them how to warm up as an actor. So every class we started with warming up our bodies, our voices. You may have heard them coming home doing a lot of tongue twisters that we were doing every class. We also had them warm up their imagination, which all of them have wonderful imaginations, so they did not really need any help with that. So we did that, and we did some team building and ensemble work, which is really important as a foundation for creative drama. So they learn how to work together, building tableaus, which is pictures of using their bodies and their faces to show emotions. And then we started working on story drama, which is looking at different stories that we read and breaking them down into sections where each story has a beginning, middle, and end. They have characters who have different voices and walks, so we worked with them on that. And then the last 3 sessions of our time with them, we worked with them on creating their very own story. So we separated the class into 2 groups, and each group got to pick what character they wanted to be. They got to pick what setting, where they wanted to have their story take place, and then we had them focus on a problem or a conflict that they were going to solve as a group. And so with that, they each created their very own story. And so you can see that they're very excited to share that with you today. We're going to start with the first group, and I'm going to give the microphone to Allie. Did I miss anything?
Yeah. Okay, so Magical Kingdom. We're going to get set for the beginning of the show.
So this group, Magical Kingdom, the kids focused on creating their own characters, what the setting was going to be, what the problem was going to be, and ultimately the solution and the resolution. So the only thing me and Mona did was actually write it down and maybe add a couple fancy words. So enjoy the Magical Kingdom. In a magical kingdom, far away, lived a land of magical creatures. There was a fairy princess named Riley. Queen Elsa, and a snow leopard and her baby Snowy. Each one of them had a magical power. One day, something unexpected happened. The Blend Man and Fire Thrower showed up and stole their magical powers. And Blend Man said, I have your magical powers, and you'll never find me. And Fire Thrower said, they are just about to run away when Gabriella and Jenny, the cheerleaders, show up. And Gabriella says,
don't worry, we are here to save the magical kingdom. We will get your special powers back.
Their cheerleaders use their magical pom-poms at the Fire Thrower and Blend Man, but they are just too quick. Riley, the Fire Princess, Fairy Princess, Queen Elsa, and Snow Leopard and Snowy try to block Fire Thrower and Blend Man from leaving, but it is too late. Blend Man and Fire Thrower have stolen their pom-poms and have disappeared, magically transforming into rocks. Now it all seems that hope is lost And all the magical creatures and the cheerleaders are feeling very sad. Will they ever get their magical powers back? Then Snowy begins to smell something and begins to sniff the ground. And Snowy says, and they all follow Snowy across a mountain, over a river, underneath a huge tree, and they all stop to take a rest from their journey. They're so tired. Meanwhile, Fire Thrower and Blend Man had been watching them.
Yes, I think someone is watching us.
And they all listen and look around, and then Gabriella, the cheerleader, says,
Fire Thrower and Blood Man, we know you're listening. Come out.
and Jenny, the cheerleader, says,
Let's share our magical powers and have fun.
because they knew that all Blend Man and Fire Thrower ever wanted was to be included in the magical kingdom. So Fire Thrower and Blend Man look at each other, and they thought, and finally they said,
You want to share? Want to share? Yes!
and so that's what they did. Blend Man and Fire Thrower gave back the powers to the creatures and the pom-poms to the cheerleaders, and they all had a great time sharing and showing each other their awesome powers. The end. Great job, Magical Kingdom. Okay, Magical Kingdom, your turn to be audience. Lost Reindeer, get set for top of your show.
Greetings to all. Oh, the title of this is The Lost Baby Reindeer. Greetings to all. It is a joyous day here at the North Pole. Mama Reindeer has just had a new baby reindeer.
What a cute baby reindeer. What are you going to name it? I like Rudolph. That's a great name, Mama. Yes, that's an excellent name, Mama. But Rudolph is left to come outside and play? Yes, come outside. Yes, that sounds fun.
The young reindeer go outside and play reindeer games in the snowy wonderland. Suddenly, a snowstorm blew the young reindeers away from home. The wind blew them into a snowy ice cave. They were cold, scared, and tired. Ooh. Mama Reindeer started looking for her baby reindeer. They were super scared in that cave. Mama Reindeer then asked Mrs. Claus for her assistance. And they began searching the large barren snowscape. They look up high in the hills. Oh, sorry. They look down low in the caverns. And up high in the hills. Suddenly, a thick fog rolls in. And Mama Reindeer says,
This fog will make it hard to see. We must journey on.
and as the sun begins to descend, Mrs. Claus and her helper and Mama Elf look at each other with worry and concern. But then a glow illuminates from the far reaches of the fog, and the search group heads for the light. I know, it's that. They climb and discover that the light is Reindeer Rudolph's nose. Everyone cheers, hooray! And Rudolph says,
Yay, we are so happy you found us. We are happy you have such a special nose.
the group heads to Santa's workshop for some warm, hot chocolate. Which is over there. The end. Good job. Good job. A little bit more. There you go. All right, now.